Hi guys, I'm Leo. Welcome to the Wrestling Retrospective, and in this video I'll be doing a kind of something different. I want to talk about who I think the devil is in AEW, and kind of just not have anything around the video. It's just me talking plainly, just about who I think the devil is and the ways I think it's gonna go, and kind of everything else I've heard about it and stuff like that. I'm kind of not going to edit a lot of this. It's just going to be me talking to the camera about stuff in wrestling. It's something I want to do more regularly. I've got some stuff lined up, like this one about the devil, the Drew McIntyre during Judgment Day, just stuff about damage control, all this kind of stuff, and hopefully it's something different. You guys might enjoy it a bit more. And I say it's not going to change us all, do my regular reviews and predictions, but I thought I'd just try something different. By thumbnail, I think Britt Baker is the devil, and to cut a long story short, though I will explain my reasoning, I think it's to go with the obvious choice without going for the obvious choice. And I say that because the obvious choice here is obviously Adam Cole, and those two's friendship / feud / just this last few months has been really enjoyable and probably one of the better things on AEW television. And yeah, I was all in, and it made it really, really good. Just seeing how their match went and all the stuff after the match, it was really good. And I feel like this is the way it's definitely going to go. Is something to do with the devil, is something to do with Adam Cole. I just think it's too obvious of a choice to have him be the devil, like as the person. And I was also in the camp of it's Adam Cole or it's Roderick Strong, but since then, I've noticed that the devil, when they appear, even if it's just on screen, on a blank screen, or if it's while people are being attacked, they're not getting physically involved with the attacks, which makes me think it'll be a woman. Also, on this past Dynamite, I'm recording this on the 17th of October, so it would have been the 15th, where on the 15th of October show, MJF put emphasis on saying the man behind the mask, and for me that kind of puts into the mindset of, well, what if it's not a man? What if it's a war man? Like the Lord of the Rings thing, or no man can kill me, well I'm a woman, But yeah, I also think it'll be a good way to have MJF kind of continue the babyface role without having to go straight back into the really good heel stuff he was doing, just because instead of it being Adam Cole that betrays him, it's Britt Baker, his girlfriend, that does it instead. And then Adam Cole eventually would side with Britt Baker because he loves his girlfriend more than he loves his friendship with MJF, which would then break MJF completely and hopefully returning back to the heel arc that he's been doing for the last few years in AEW. And yeah, it's just I keep looking down because I've got a load of bullet points I want to hit. So if I keep looking down, that's why. But yeah, you can also use the AEW's all access. What the word I'm for here? Just clips in that of how dedicated Britt Baker was to Adam Cole during the concussion injury, and then you've got, which then provides a story into why Britt Baker would be the devil and would want to dethrone Max, as not because she wants the championship, but because she hates Max because Adam Cole got hurt again while trying to help Max. And though Adam Cole is totally fine with it and he doesn't blame anybody, he's been a super good guy about it, Britt Baker might not see things the same way. And I know that there's been some really outlandish guesses. I know it's I'm really not connecting it. I'm kind of just rambling and hoping that it makes sense in the end. But there's also the case of other people who have been suggested to be the devil. I think there are some people that definitely it's not. I don't think it's MJF. And I don't think it's CM Punk. I think it would be probably one of the biggest works in wrestling history if it was CM Punk. But I don't think it's the right build for CM Punk. And I just don't think that would be the right decision just because of the firing and how everything went wrong with CM Punk and AEW. I just can't see it being him at all. I've also seen stuff like, obviously, Adam Cole, but I also don't think that either. I don't know why. Again, the devil isn't getting physically involved, so maybe it is Adam Cole just due to the injury. And there's also the case, I've also heard that it might be Jungle Boy, well, not Jungle, Jack Perry, but I don't think that would be a good way to have him come back. Like, most people will probably praise him because he was like the drawing factor, or at least the last factor of getting Punk fired, which a lot of people are happy about. It wouldn't shock me if he came back as a heel and people just cheered him because he got rid of Punk. But, well, he didn't get rid of Punk, he was just to do with getting rid of Punk. But yeah, I know, I think Jack Perry would be a very anticlimactic way to have this reveal be, whereas Britt Baker, Adam Cole, or MJF in a way. I mean, if it was MJF, I'd find it pretty anticlimactic, but it'd be a very interesting way to go. But as those three are they've got the connection into the Adam Cole feud, which will eventually happen again, and it will be a stunning match, probably better than the one at All In, I assume. And yeah, I just think there's a better way to go about it, where Britt Baker's the devil, and then Adam Cole kind of sides with Baker, MJF feels betrayed, and then we go back into this, like, we feel sorry for Max, but I feel like before Max leaves AEW, which I feel like he might do, I'm not sure whether he actually will or not at this moment in time, but if MJF leaves AEW, he needs to leave a heel, ideally, because he has done, like, the best character work in AEW probably this year, in going from such a hated heel to such a popular babyface, that it only makes sense for him to, like, turn his back on the people before he leaves, and then he can carry on his heel work in whichever company he goes to next, probably we. But yeah, so, like, kind of in conclusion, I feel like having Britt Baker as the devil would be an awesome story, and it could go on for like a good few months, whereas if it was Adam Cole, you kind of got to finish it off within a month, or just between pay-per-views, in my opinion. Whereas I said, you could have the whole Adam Cole doesn't know what to do with himself, Max doesn't really know what to do because he can't just attack Britt Baker, and you can have Britt Baker have the upper hand the whole time. I think, yeah, it's just, I said, you can probably get a good few months out of this, whereas if it was Adam Cole, you'd probably only get like a month or two out of it. And yeah, it'd also be a really good way of getting the women in the main event scene. I don't think we've seen a main event feud for a pay-per-view where women have also been involved. I know we haven't had a women's match main event a pay-per-view yet. And I feel like Britt could be a good example of having women in the main event, and though it's a male feud, just having that kind of good booking for a woman is what AEW need right now. And if they can stay consistent with it, the stuff with Toni Storm's been fantastic. The stuff with Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and the House of Black has been really good. And then this for Britt Baker would elevate the women's division just a little bit, so then we can get back onto kind of a regular basis of having more important women's feuds, women's matches, and they're not like thrown together like they have been over the last few months. And yeah, I said, I'm looking forward to seeing who the devil is. Obviously, you want to put in the comments who you think the devil is and why, or why I'm wrong, because I probably am. But, you know, tell me why I'm wrong. We'll talk about it in the comments, you know, that kind of thing. And, yeah, I'll ask you to, I don't know, I was going to say ask you to subscribe, but I kind of want to carry on. But if this is something that you like, just me rambling at a camera, we can talk about it in the comments. And just this kind of thing, do like the video, do share the video. Tell me in the comments that you like this kind of concept. I do have a couple more in the works, as I said during the intro. I want to talk about Drew McIntyre and the Judgment Day. I want to talk about Damage Control. I want to talk about Jordan Grace. And just like other stuff, just random stuff in general, as I don't do weekly videos anymore because Raw and SmackDown are really hard to catch up on if I miss them, and I work nights, so it's kind of like if I'm working and I miss them, then I can't really, especially SmackDown's very hard to watch back on demand. So yes, it's kind of something different to talk about stuff that's going on in wrestling without having to wait till the next predictions or review video, as sometimes it can be a few weeks between. And yeah, so if you enjoy this video, please do tell me, do like the video. I'll ask you to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later on.